Hello, this is our adaptation of the Untitled Goose game. This is a two-player game in which you're trying to compete against the other person to reach the end. There is 4 areas in which you have to traverse through. To traverse through the areas, you have to roll a dice on your turn. So the tokens are what represents your character, in this case, Goose. There's 2 modes, normal mode and chasing mode. More on that later.
These are the game pieces that you'll encounter during the game. Item cards and event cards. Let's start with the item cards. The 4 types of item cards that you will pick up during the game are split into 4 different colors, corresponding to 4 different regions of the map marked on the top of the map board. The items are split into 2 types. First of them is marked with a goose marked with D, which is distractible item. A distractible item will interact with a random event, which will be explained later, and they can be carried throughout the map. The second type of item is a key item marked with a number and a star. These items are effective only in their current region of the area, which is pub in this case, and can only be triggered while you are in this area only. These 2 types of items and interactions will explain in the event cards section later. Note that you can only keep 1 item in your inventory. If you land on a tile of item and pick up a new one, you can decide which one to keep and discard the other. Now let's look at the event cards. These are the normal event cards that will happen randomly throughout the game. There are 8 different types of events that could happen. It will be triggered when you land passing by an event tile that will explain later. The second type of event is the area's special key events. The key item that we specified before could trigger the corresponding key event by the number on the star mark. To trigger it, you have to start an event, which will be explained later in the tile section. If you land on the event tile and decide to do a random event, note that some of the events are marked distractible. If the event is distractible and you think it's a bad one, you can use your distractible item to prevent this event from happening. Now let's look at the different tiles on the map. You roll the dice to proceed. From the starting points, if you move forward and land an item tile, and this is the pub region, you have to draw a random item to your inventory from the corresponding item pile. In this case, we got a special item, which is the key item.
Oh, I rolled a 5!
Okay, in this case, you got a 5. So it's supposed to move 5. 1, 2, 3. But wait, there's an event tile. No matter how the result is the roll die, you have to stop at the event tile and choose from the below. Rather, draw a random event or trigger a key event if you have a key item corresponding to that area and the area is still not triggered. In the case you trigger a random event or you don't have a key item, you have to reveal one of the random event card and do as follows. All the event descriptions are in the rulebook, so you can look at it later, or you can check all the tiles that we have. In the case, if you want to trigger a key event, you can declare and use this key item and reveal the corresponding event that might happen. Now let's look at the other tiles. The tile with an eye on it is spotted tile. Whenever the player lands on the spotted tile, the player has to roll a dice to check if they're spotted. If you got a 4 or above, you're lucky enough to run away from the site. If you got a 3 or less, you enter chase mode, which will be explained later. Whenever you enter the chase mode, you have to flip the token to indicate that you're already in chase mode, which you ran away with the bell and avoid being caught. Chase mode will change the following turn's action, but we'll explain that later. Another tile that we want to introduce is the hiding tile. If the player is in chase mode and they are allowed to move, and if they land in any adjacent tiles or just at the hiding tile, they can decide to move to and end the turn at the hiding tile and end chase mode. Now, let's talk about chase mode. Chase mode is a special mode that will take effect on the other turn and stay with you until something ends it. Some of the events would activate chase mode, and some spotted tiles and other stuff will do it too. But there are other ways to cancel that, and you can find it out during the game. When you're in chase mode and you start another turn, you have to roll before you roll for your movement. If you get a 1 through 3, then you're caught. But don't worry, you have a chance to fight it back. If you get a 4 or bigger, you can actually roll a second time for movement, but you're still in chase mode throughout the round. And you'll do it again until the chase mode ends somehow. And if you fail the first check, you're caught. It's not really that unlucky. You still have a chance to take it back. If you're caught, you will skip the movement of that turn, and until your next turn, you still have 1 chance, 1 roll to take it back. Starting from the next turn, there are 3 chances they will face. The second roll of chase mode will end in 3 different conditions. If you get a 5 or 4, you'll end in taking the bell back, but still in chase mode, just as you succeed the first type of roll in chase mode. So you can move forward again by rolling the dice, and someone's still after you. You still have to do the chase mode roll next turn. If you get a 3 or less, then Boom, unfortunate. You have to roll back to where you come from for 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually here. That's the only setback you'll face, but sometimes you just don't have the luck with you. If you get a 6, luckily, you'll just escape chase mode and add everything. That's a huge reward. And also, you can start your movement after that. That's probably all the things that you need to know to play the game. When you reach the end, you beat your friend. So just try to be the fastest goose to carry the bell back.